How much and how long would it take Williams to become F1 champions again? Once upon a time, Williams Racing ruled Formula One. A titan of speed and innovation, they weren't just a team. They were the benchmark. 9 Constructors' Championships, 7 Drivers' Championships, and legends like Alain Prost, Nigel Mansell, and Ayrton Senna all wore the iconic blue and white. But that was then. Today, Williams is fighting for scraps in the midfield, sometimes even further back, their former glory now a distant echo bouncing off carbon fibre and wishful thinking. The question that haunts every fan of this once great team is, how much would it actually take, financially and chronologically, for Williams to return to the summit of Formula One and become Constructors' Champions again? Let's break down the brutal reality. The cost of rebuilding a champion. First, the money. Becoming an F1 Constructors' Champion in 2025 and beyond isn't about throwing cash around. At least not like in the wild pre-cost cap era. The current FIA mandated budget cap sits at $135 million per season, excluding driver salaries, marketing, and top personnel. But here's the trick. Just having $135 million isn't enough. You have to know how to spend it. Top teams like Red Bull, Ferrari, and Mercedes already have the infrastructure. Wind tunnels, simulators, high-end personnel, and streamlined workflows. Williams doesn't. Their Grove facility is functional but outdated compared to Mercedes' Brackley HQ or Red Bull's Milton Keynes Tech Center. So before they even think about fighting for wins, they need to modernize. Infrastructure upgrades alone could cost upwards of $100 million over 3 to 5 years. That includes revamping their wind tunnel, investing in cutting-edge simulation software, hiring top aerodynamicists and strategists, and expanding their data analytics capabilities. None of this is cheap. Just ask Aston Martin. Lawrence Stroll poured over $250 million into new facilities, simulators, and engineering hires before they even sniffed a podium. Personnel. You don't buy greatness, you hire it. Money builds the machine, but people make it fast. Williams has already begun restructuring with the arrival of team principal James Vowles, formerly of Mercedes. He brings pedigree and experience, but even the best leaders need the right team. To truly compete, Williams must lure away senior engineers, aerodynamicists, and strategists from top-tier teams. That's not just a money game. It's about culture, opportunity, and vision. Recruiting that talent could take 3 years minimum, assuming they land the right people. And let's not forget, F1 is a sport of long-term strategy. Engineers work years ahead of the regulations, so anyone joining now might only see their vision come to life by 2028 or 2029. The timeline to glory? Assuming everything goes perfectly, and that's a massive assumption, how long are we talking? Short answer, at least 5 years. Realistically, 2030 would be the earliest we could see Williams lifting the Constructors' Trophy again. Why? Because consistency wins championships. They'd need to build a car that performs across a full season, not just show flashes of pace at 1 or 2 circuits. That means 2025 to 2026, infrastructure and talent rebuild. 2027 to 2028, top 5 contender, occasional podiums. 2029, race wins. 2030, championship challenge. That timeline assumes no setbacks, no regulation changes, and no budgetary missteps. And in F1, that's a pipe dream. Who drives the dream? Even with the perfect car, you need 2 drivers who can deliver. Right now, Alex Albon is showing solid form, but is he a title-winning talent? Hard to say. His teammate Logan Sargent isn't bringing in the results or the confidence. If Williams wants to fight the big dogs, they'll need to attract or develop a future champion. Someone like Andrea Kimi Antonelli, if he doesn't end up locked down by Mercedes. Or they'll need to take a bold risk on a wildcard talent from F2, like Ollie Behrman, or even a returning star who fell out of favor at a top team. Driver salaries aren't included in the cost cap, so hypothetically, Williams could throw big money at a top driver. But would they come without proof of competitiveness? Unlikely. The X factors. Let's not forget the regulatory environment. The 2026 engine rules will shake up the grid. It's a golden opportunity for Williams to leapfrog competitors if they play their cards right with engine suppliers and chassis design. Fail to capitalize, and they could fall further behind. Then there's sponsorship. A winning team attracts better sponsors. Better sponsors bring better money. But the catch-22 is, you need to look like a winner before you start smelling like one. Williams' current sponsorship portfolio is decent, but they'll need more premium partners to fund their ambition. So, how much? At least $400 to $500 million over 5 to 6 years, when you include infrastructure upgrades, elite talent acquisition, and operational costs outside the cap. How long? Realistically, not before 2030. That's the price of redemption. That's what it takes to drag a fallen giant back to the front of the grid. Will it happen? That depends on whether Williams can evolve from nostalgia to innovation. Whether they can stop talking about the past and start engineering the future. Because in Formula One, history only buys you respect. Championships are paid for with vision, precision, and a bit of madness. Let us know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to F1 Dramas, where we don't just report the news, we stir the paddock.